So I haven't made a long video in a long time, and I thought I'd break that silence to thank you for 4K subs. I really wasn't expecting it to happen this fast. Thank you so much. And as per usual, we have to celebrate. I told you guys over on the Discord server to leave your characters so I can draw them, and I was not disappointed. The only thing I was disappointed in is that I can't draw all of them. Of course, who would I be? I have to start with a dragon. I was gonna draw this character in the last character submissions challenge, I guess. But due to time constraints and not being able to draw digitally, I couldn't draw more than one, and that pissed me off, so I guess I get to correct that mistake now. This is also my first ever speed paint, but that's not because I didn't want to post them before. It's because I had a embarrassingly late realization that Ibis Paint actually films your speed paints for you, and you don't have to do anything for that to happen. That's how you can tell I'm new to this digital art thing. But I guess you live and you learn. It's not that big of a deal. I'm also still experimenting with my digital art style, so you're gonna see a change even through the course of this video. I never really cared about keeping my art style consistent, but it's still recognizable. I guess that's a plus. If you take away one thing from my channel, it's to never be afraid to experiment. What do you think is gonna happen? Is the art style police going to arrest you if you add a dot where you usually didn't? Anyways, that rant aside, this character belongs to one of my friends on Instagram, Dusky Dragon. They have amazing dragon art. If you're a fan of dragons, make sure to give them a follow. And if you're new here and you like dragons, make sure you follow me and subscribe to my channel. And don't you worry, I'm not done with the shameless self-promo. If you want to learn how to draw dragons and get exclusive content from me, I also have a Patreon. I'll leave it at that. Free members are also welcome, and you get exclusive stuff as well. Now that that's behind us, this painting is almost done, so I hope you like it. Moving on to the next character, whose name is Pigwidgeon. Yeah, Pigwidgeon. Very creative with the names, guys. What drew me to this character is the strangeness of it. I just really like the way it looks. There is an interesting point in the speed paint where instead of flipping the canvas when I did the sketch, I decided to wait until I rendered it almost fully to realize that the face is wonky and larger than it should be on one of the sides. So if you take one thing away from this one, please flip the canvas while you're sketching. Don't start rendering if the sketch is not up to your standards. I also tried making those markings a little bit illuminated with the airbrush, but I'm kind of beefing with the airbrush. I didn't really like using it for this one. And on the topic of the markings, I really like them, don't get me wrong. The reason why I changed them and didn't keep them in the end is because I was kind of thinking, since it's a Pigwidgeon, which the pig in it I don't really understand, but that's besides the point. You know how pigeons have that like shiny iridescent thing on their neck? Yeah, I thought I would give her that, or them, or him. Not really sure how to gender a Pigwidgeon. I'm sorry if that offended anybody. I also think the lighting ended up looking really interesting. I was kind of going for a more top lighting kind of situation. I think I executed it pretty average. It's okay, it looks okay. And I'm so glad I ditched the markings, even though I feel like that has the potential to offend the creator. I'm really sorry, I just think this looks better. Now, I've done a bird and I've done a dragon, but what about a dog? Based on the order that the creator put in the Discord server, I'm guessing this diva is Ember Sky. They submitted a few characters, so this is the one I found the most interesting. A mixture of a dog and a dragon. I think it's right up my alley. I usually make a sketch layer and then do line art on a separate layer above it, but this time I really ate with the sketch and just couldn't do it justice with the line art, so I kept it. I was gonna cover it with the rendering layer anyway if there were some mistakes, and I really tried to keep the bright color that you had in your original character, but I also wanted to ground it a little bit since Dobermans have that orangish fur, I guess. And upon observing the reference, they also have natural eyebrows, which I think is really dope. That's why I went with a more natural orange color. I mean, as natural as it gets for a dog dragon. I'm also a big fan of the expression I was able to create with the teeth. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm a huge fan of drawing teeth. The only thing I kind of struggle with in this painting is the ears, and you're about to see that in a little bit. By the end of the speed paint, I was really fighting for my life, trying to make them look realistic. And this is why we use references, guys. I was also trying to mimic that transition between scales and fur that I guess this character has. And I feel like I did a decent job at making it look balanced between a dog and a dragon. As always, you're going to be the judge of all of the things I said in this video, so leave a comment letting me know which one was your favorite. And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy my art and want to see more. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!